117 million pounds, 116 million, and 185 million spent by a single club on two players in a matter of days. The most expensive British footballer in history was crowned this month and lost the title 3 weeks later. Premier League clubs have already burned through more than 1.4 billion pounds, more than Germany, Spain, Italy, and France combined. And the window is still open for another month. This isn't normal inflation. The market's entire value system just flipped, and in this video I'll show you the pattern hiding inside the madness, plus the craziest deal of the summer, which cost absolutely nothing. And subscribe in advance. If the video doesn't deliver, you can just unsubscribe at the end. Deal? Let's start with the two records. First, Manchester City paid £116 million for Elliot Anderson, a 23-year-old midfielder who, 12 months ago, was fighting relegation with Nottingham Forest. British record. 3 weeks later, Chelsea broke it. £117 million for Morgan Rogers of Aston Villa on a 7-year contract. And before you scream overpay, the numbers are real. Anderson won more duels than anyone in the Premier League last season. Rogers produced 14 goals and 12 assists, scored in a European final, and assisted England's goal in the World Cup semi-final. But here's what the fees actually buy. An English passport. Clubs must register homegrown players, and there aren't enough elite ones. And a Premier League guarantee. After watching expensive imports struggle, clubs now pay a huge premium for players with nothing left to prove in England. One market insider put it perfectly. The Anderson deal didn't follow the market, it blew the market wide open. Every price after it was negotiated in a new reality. And Chelsea's version comes with a tactical riddle. Rogers and Cole Palmer love exactly the same spaces. Chelsea didn't pay £117 million to find another Palmer. They're betting that two players who want the same zones will somehow make each other better. Now, Tottenham, the poster child of this window. A club's transfer record usually stands for years. Tottenham stood for days. First, £85 million for Mateus Fernandes from West Ham, a 22-year-old who then needed 3 minutes to score on his preseason debut. Record broken. Almost immediately after, a deal worth up to £100 million for Sandro Tonali, bought directly from a rival, Newcastle. That's over £185 million on two players. And count the strikers in that spending. 0. Both are central midfielders. Roberto De Zerbi isn't buying goals. He's performing an engine swap. Tonali for the first pass and control of tempo, Fernandes for intensity and running power. £185 million. Not to finish attacks, but to decide how every attack begins. But madness has a mirror, and this is how the sane clubs survive it. Watch Newcastle. They lost Tonali, yes, but they sold him at the very top of this inflated market for up to £100 million, then handed his number 8 shirt to Alaji Bamba, a 20-year-old from Monaco, for up to £34 million. Same position, £66 million of difference, and the next project already in the building. And for the final proof that this market has lost its bearings, look at Manchester United. They signed Youri Tielemans, Belgium's captain, a European trophy winner in May, for around £35 million. A proven international leader now costs less than a third of a 23-year-old with upside. In this window, experience is the discount aisle, potential is the luxury shelf, and the borders of the madness are expanding. Saudi Arabia's Al-Hilal paid up to £60 million for Crysencio Summerville. And here's why that's different from every Saudi deal you remember. He's 24. This isn't a retirement tour. For the first time, the Saudi League is buying players before their peak, not after it, which means Europe just gained a competitor for the exact same players. And then, the deal I promised, the craziest of the summer, with no fee at all. Casemiro, 5-time Champions League winner, left Manchester United for free and joined Inter Miami. The great enforcer of Real Madrid now plays alongside Messi and Suarez, the Barcelona legends he spent a decade fighting, on a contract running toward his 39th birthday. And within days, the league opened an investigation into how the signing was even registered. The one transfer that cost nothing might end up the most expensive headache of the window. And now, the transfers that could happen next. 3 names, none of them done deals yet. Rodri. Spanish reports say Real Madrid are monitoring him and could move next summer as his City contract enters its final year, straight after he collected the World Cup Golden Ball. Which raises the question this whole window has been building toward. If Anderson costs 116, what is the best player on earth worth? Vinicius Jr. Arsenal are reported to be exploring it. No direct talks yet. 1 year left on his deal. And Bradley Barcola. PSG reportedly want up to 145 million as Liverpool rebuild their attack. If anything close to that happens, a 23-year-old winger outprices everyone I've mentioned today. Reported, exploring, wanted. Not one signature yet, remember that. So here's the pattern under all of it. A few years ago, 100 million bought you a striker and 30 guaranteed goals. This summer, 117 bought versatility. 116 bought duels and ball progression. 100 bought a first pass. The richest league is buying from itself at self-inflated prices. A World Cup just added tens of millions to anyone who shined. Anderson's medical literally happened in Kansas, mid-tournament, and midfielders have quietly become football's most expensive currency. The market didn't lose control by accident. It found a new definition of value, and nobody has agreed on the exchange rate yet. And with a month still left, the biggest transfer of the summer may not have happened. So, 2 questions for you. Which of these deals is the maddest? Rodgers, the Tottenham double, or free agent Casemiro under investigation? And is this an overpay bubble waiting to burst? Or just the new price of football? Tell me in the comments. And if you want to know exactly why Real Madrid are circling Rodri, the full breakdown of the man who just won the World Cup without scoring a goal, that video is already on the channel.